Hey, it's me, Ken. I'm bringing you this little holiday clip. Season's greetings, everyone. I just put this one off the bench right here. It is a Camacho Triple Maduro 60 by 6 box. I've used some graphics off of old Christmas cards, and then increasingly rare to find nowadays are these Christmas themed matchbooks. So take the opportunity during the Christmas season to make one of these and donate it to someone. This one is actually going to ASMO, which is the music organization, a volunteer organization that supports Tammy's elementary school. So I'll show you a little bit about how I built it. Let's look at that. First thing I'm going to do is pick out a box. And this time it's Triple Maduro Camacho 60 by 6. I like this box. It's big, it's thick, and it will work really well for this project. We're going to take the scorpion label off a few of these parts of the stickers. We're going to take the top off. We're going to take the felt off the bottom, and we're going to sand the box up, get it ready, and mark it up. Alright, there we go. I've taken the sticker off the top and roughed it up. I've marked the center line. I've marked where the edges of the box is in relation to this. I don't want to be drilling into this coming from the top. There's going to be sound holes here, and then I've marked the center of the box here. There's going to be a pocket for the neck here, and then I've also taken the bottom felt off, and I'm going to take and put a slight angle on the end of this that's going to go right there. You see how it's angled already. I'm going to set it right at the edge. Then I'm going to take this one, flip it over like so, lay this at the angle I want, and squeeze it like so. I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to take a little bit of the Duplo cement on a toothpick, set it right up on top of the fret slot like so. And set this on the edge like that. Work it there. Pull my finger back. Tap that. Tap that. Tap that. Then I'm going to take my piece of wood. Tap it twice. We're good to go. With the help of eBay, I found my graphics in the form of these Christmas cards here. So this is going to be the front of the guitar, the top of it. This is going to go up on the headstock of the neck, and then this is going to go on the back. Again, this is for a musical group, support group at my daughter's school, and then the neck is going to be lined with these Christmas matchbooks. I got some from all over. I got Alka-Seltzer. You know, Santa uses Alka-Seltzer, and this one's interesting. It's from a cafe in Plainfield, Indiana. So there's a variety of Christmas stuff here. Now, what I've done is I've digitized them. I've got a video out there called Graphics. Find that one. It tells you how to do this in depth. But what I've done is I've blown these up. I've digitized them on a computer and made them the size that after I cut these out will fit on the top of the box. I've already put the line, so I'll cut this out, and then this one will go on the bottom, and then this one again is sized. I have everything templated like I was saying in that video once again about the graphics. I'll put a link to that at the bottom at the end, but there we go. That's what it's going to look like. Okay, got the holiday guitar here, got the top ready with the graphic. Of course, we got some cutouts to do here. Everything is ready here. And this is the neck here. Last time we looked at, we glued that on. And now we're just going to take a razor knife and trim the excess off just like that, and we'll touch it up a little bit carefully, and then put the holes in. Have Tammy sign it. I put the tuners on. Okay, we're matchbooking the neck. I've got some Mod Podge here that I've put as a base. We're going to do like that. And then you'll remember from my graphics video how to make a cigar box graphics. I showed you how to digitize matchbooks and put them on decal paper. I'm just going to slip that off, and we're going to put that there like so and let it dry. Now you want to remember that I've cut the matchbooks down already into these pieces and numbered them so they're easy to do. I just put the next piece into the water and position it, put a little bit of Mod Podge like so. Anyway, again, these are Christmas matchbooks, and we'll do this. We're doing the flyby without trying to knock over the camera, but I'll show you what it looks like here in a minute when it's done. All right, there we go. Top to bottom on the neck, vintage matchbooks, digitized and placed on the neck. And then there's that head stock made out of a vintage Christmas card. Okay, if you're going to matchbook your neck, typically your fret markers that you would see on the 3rd, 5th, 7th, and 12th fret are covered up. So what you would do is on the side of the fingerboard, you drill a hole, use a piece of tape as a stop gauge on your drill bit, and then I take golf tees like this, cut this tip off, measure the golf tee, drive it into the side of the fingerboard here, cut it off, sand it, and then I take just simple red oil-based paint and this high dollar item, a toothpick that's had the end snapped off, and then I just mark these, and then once I varnish this it'll pop too. But anyway, that's another little fretting trick. There we go. There's Tammy's signature. You know it's real if it's got Tammy's signature. Now I like to plan ahead. For example, 150 years from now, when somebody brings one of my guitars into Antiques Roadshow, I don't want to go through all the grief of, had this been an original Fallsgraf, you would have been able to tell because it has Tammy's signature on it, his daughter, and we thought it was made between the period of his 20th guitar and his 4,827th guitar, but we're estimating the year. I like to take care of that right away by simply, we're going to drill a little pilot hole here. You don't want to be too deep here, but you drill a little pilot hole, right? And then we're going to put in the Forstner bit, like so. And we're going to set the clutch gauge up so it doesn't dig in case it binds up, it'll torque itself out. But you got that little tip here. You put your wood block directly underneath it. Get that out of there. And then we're going to put the tip there, and we're going to do this. This will be my last guitar of 2017, and mysteriously I have a 2017 nickel, so I am going to use some epoxy and put that right there. So on the Antiques Roadshow, someone will say, well, we're aware that the documentation said it was a Christmas themed guitar built in 2017, and it has Tammy's signature. So nickel's in, everything's ready to go. We'll flip it over, start working on the tuners. If the cat doesn't steal them, which starts with the keepers and the holes right here. So let's get those in. A little dab of this cement on a toothpick right there is going to help us out a lot. There we go. Keepers are in. Flip it over. Holes are pre-dug, pre-drilled. All right, tuners are in, on, cat in the way. Keepers in, ready to go. Okay, for the nut, I'm going to use a piece of bone. And what we're going to do is we're going to lay this here like this. If I mark this right here and line this up with the edge here and this here, what this is going to do is tell me about how much I need to take off of this so it sticks up about so. So I'm going to cut this right here to make it to the width, and then I'll do adjust this from the bottom as necessary. And I'll do most of this work with a saw and the old belt sander. Now I've taken this piece of bone, I've worked it on the belt sander, I've rounded this off so when the strings come over there's not a rough edge to cut them. But I'm going to use again some of my trusty Duplo cement, just a tad along the bottom here like so. I'll cut the paper back from the graphic on the headstock, and I'm going to put the curved side towards the tuners, and I'm just going to set that there and wait for it to set up. Now, one thing I want you to notice, of course you want to leave yourself a little sticking up here because you're actually going to cut grooves in this depending on the thickness of the string or the gauge of the string. So one groove will be a little bit deeper on the thumper string than over here on the fourth string. And we'll clamp that up and let this cement dry. It's good to work in about, well, whenever it doesn't fall off. Imagine that. As usual, we started off with a Camacho triple Maduro box. 60 by 6 is the what it says on the side there. We've modified it, we've put the graphic on, we've cut our holes, and now it's this. There we go. So let's put the pickups and all the trim on it and see what it looks like. All right, there it is. Thanks for watching my channel. Thanks for the likes and the comments. Don't forget to click the subscribe button so when I release a new one it comes out. And thank you for your support this holiday season. Happy holidays, everybody.